They say your life changes the moment your thinking changes. But if that's true, why do so many people stay stuck for years? Why do some rise from nothing, while others remain exactly where they started? Is it just luck? Or is it something deeper? Today, S story reveals a simple but powerful truth that transformed an ordinary man into an extraordinary one, without money, without connections, and without a fancy education. This lesson could completely change how you see yourself and your future. So stay with me until the very end, because what you're about to hear might be the mindset shift you've been missing all along. A person's destiny isn't decided by their background, their wealth, or their education. It's decided by how they see themselves. History has proven this again and again. Great achievers didn't start with greatness. They started with a belief in their potential. But if belief is so powerful, why do so many people fail to unlock it? Today's story will answer that very question through a simple yet life-changing lesson. And along the way, you'll also learn a few useful English words to improve your skills. So listen carefully, this story may change the way you think forever. In a small town, near a crowded and bustling marketplace, lived a poor shoemaker named Daniel. Every single day, he sat on the dusty roadside, his head bowed, repairing old, worn-out shoes. His own clothes were tattered, his tools were rusty, and his earnings were barely enough to survive. People would hurry past him without even a glance. To most of the world, he was completely invisible. One hot afternoon, a wealthy traveler, walking with an air of confidence, stopped near Daniel's makeshift stall. He thought to himself, if I repair his shoes, maybe he'll tip me well. With that hope shining in his eyes, Daniel timidly offered his service. The traveler agreed, and Daniel got to work, meticulously fixing the worn sole. After the repair was finished, Daniel shyly held out his hand and asked for payment. But instead of reaching for his wallet, the traveler looked at him calmly and asked an unexpected question. Tell me something. Do you only repair shoes, or do you create value? And added one final powerful sentence. People don't pay for effort. They pay for value. That night, Daniel couldn't sleep a wink. The traveler's words echoed in his mind over and over again, create value. Create value. He sat up in his small dark room and asked himself, what value do I really offer besides basic repairs? Why would anyone choose me over another shoemaker just down the road? For the first time in years, Daniel wasn't thinking about the money he lacked. He was thinking about improvement. It was a profound shift in his focus, from scarcity to possibility. He wasn't just a poor man anymore. He was a man with a question that needed an answer. The very next morning as the sun rose, Daniel made a firm decision. He wasn't going to be the same shoemaker. And just as importantly, he started greeting every customer not with a timid glance, but with respect, confidence, and a genuine smile. And then something strange and wonderful started to happen. Customers started noticing. They began recommending him to their friends and family. Go to Daniel, they'd say. He doesn't just fix your shoes. He treats them like they matter. Weeks turned into months. The extra care Daniel put into his work brought in more customers and better tips. He saved enough money to buy better tools, then better materials like higher quality leather and thread. Soon, he wasn't just repairing old shoes, he started crafting beautiful, custom-made shoes from scratch. His reputation grew beyond the marketplace. One day, the very same wealthy traveler returned. He recognized Daniel immediately, not by his face, but by the confident way he stood, the pride he took in his work. You've changed, the traveler said, a knowing smile on his face. Daniel smiled back. No, I finally saw myself differently. The traveler nodded, his eyes filled with respect. That's the secret, he said. He owned the most respected workshop in the entire region, with apprentices learning from him. And he got there not because someone gave him a handout, but because he finally decided to help himself first. Here is the powerful truth of this story. Life doesn't reward who you are right now. It rewards who you believe you are becoming. If you see yourself as limited, you will live a limited life. But if you see yourself as capable, as valuable, growth will inevitably follow.